What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS 3 Raw TV. Today I want to talk about excuses of why not to work hard and put your all into something. And the one excuse that I see over and over again, and if you guys are coaches and trainers, tell me how many times you've actually heard this. Someone will contact you and be like, hey, do you train people that are not competitors? I'm like, well, yeah, I actually train more non-competitors than competitors. Okay, cool. You train them in, just in your state? I'm like, no, I train them all over the world. Cool. So they send you the, their stuff, and then you send them the intake form, they send it back to you, and next thing you're going through it, and they put in the actual thing, goal, would like to get down 35 pounds, would like to be lean for the first time, would like to finally see my abs, but not like, but I'm not as hardcore as a competitive bodybuilder, right? And I'm like, okay, I kind of stop and I go, okay, you may not wind up at the end, like the final 4 weeks of that 12-week diet transformation or whatever, you may not wind up at the same place, depleted and having to dig down so far and passing out because you're so fucking tired from carb depletion or whatever fucking goes on with people for that contest prep, and you're not gonna have to take all the drugs and stuff like that. But newsflash, when you start your program, you are doing the same fucking thing as a competitor. Like, there is no difference. Like, you actually set it up by that comment. You set yourself up for failure. Well, I don't have to train that hard because it's not a contest that's coming up. I don't have to get ready for a contest. I don't need to train that hard because I'm not going to be in a magazine. I don't need to do this much, and I'm like, you don't need to put in that much effort. Like, you're sabotaging yourself and you don't even realize it. Those are self-sabotage words that you add to make sure that you have it covered when you fucking fail, when you go off the diet, when something happens that you're not progressing or doing what you're supposed to be. Like, well, yeah, I'm not a competitor though. What the fuck does that mean? Like, do you want to lose 35 pounds? Yes. Do you know what it takes to lose 35 pounds? No, you really don't. But here's a little insight. It's fucking hell for most people, okay? I can drop 35 pounds in a few weeks, and it's not that bad for me. That's my genetics. If you're coming to me and you can't do it, that means your genetics don't allow you just to drop weight like crazy. That means you gotta fucking dig. And a lot of times people come to a coach or whatever for like this magical formula, magic program, magic diet that they just think is gonna be easy and comfortable and they're gonna lose weight. Listen, you're going to drop body fat, you're going to be uncomfortable. I don't give a fuck who you are, unless you're a genetic freak that doesn't need to lose body weight. But if you're the genetic freak that stays lean, gaining muscle is going to be hard for you. So you're going to have to fucking bust your ass and torture yourself to gain the muscle. Like, everybody has to put the effort in one way or another. But before you even start, prefacing it with the fact that you don't really want to push yourself like a competitive bodybuilder, like a competitive bodybuilder 12 weeks out is not pushing himself to the max. You know what I mean? They're starting their journey, they're starting their contest prep, and everybody kind of eases into it at that point. They start their, new macros and stuff like that, and then week by week it progresses and they push harder and harder. Like, what the fuck do you think is going to happen if you lose that 35 pounds? The first week is the easiest, second week progresses, third week progresses, fourth week, and so on, right? That's the same thing as a competitor. Now, you may not have the type of physique and be at the level of a competitor, okay? Meaning the completeness of your physique. You may not have the muscle mass, you may not have the symmetry, you may not have the shape, you may not have the drive to compete, but you're doing the same thing a fucking competitor, and we're all doing the same thing. If you want to improve your body, you're doing what a competitor does, okay? Plain and simple. You may not do the depletion and diuretics and shit, but you're doing the same fucking thing. You can actually draw a parallel following two people, one doing a contest prep and one not. It doesn't matter what they look like. It doesn't matter how fast they're getting there. If they're both trying to lose fat and maintain muscle mass, guess what? You're both doing the same fucking thing. So I think that really, like, mindset is everything when you get into this stuff. You can get lean. Anybody can get lean. It's just a matter of the fucking work, grinding, and how hard you want to push yourself, whether or not you can take it, right? Anybody can build muscle. That's going to be very, very based on how much genetically you can build. But regardless of how much genetically you can build, most people are going to have to bust their fucking ass and kill themselves to gain any bit of muscle. Of course, you get the genetic freaks. We fucking hate those people. But anyways, bottom line is, guys, before you even get involved in this thing, you have to have the right mindset going in. I think a lot of people jump into something first and they realize that they don't have what it takes mentally. Your mind needs to be just as conditioned as your body. Your mind needs to be there before. Your body follows your mind. So if your mind is not ready to give it 110%, like the people that are like, oh, it's just my first show, I'm not pushing too hard. It's your first fucking show. Why not go out there, give it 110 fucking percent, look the best on stage and smash everybody in the fucking face? Could you imagine if Dorian Yates said, well, it's just my first show? What the fuck? Or Jay Cutler said it's just my first show? Like, that's the mindset of a champion and the mindset of someone who doesn't believe in themselves. The person that doesn't believe in themselves is not a competitor. They don't need to push themselves. It's only their first show. The mindset of a champion, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to fucking go in there and try my best to win. I'm going to leave no stone unturned. I don't care if I fucking pass out in the middle of the gym. I don't care if I fucking wind up in the hospital. I'm going to fucking do it. Like, that's the mindset of a champion. I'm not saying everybody has to have the champion mindset to get themselves to that level, but everyone has to have a little bit of that champion mindset to accomplish their goal. That same mindset in business, family, military, whatever the fuck it is, that same mindset applied, that champion mindset is going to get you further in anything that you do. And definitely, without a doubt, that fucking defeatist frame of mind, that self-sabotaging fucking keywords that keeps your mind in a place where you can't win. And I don't mean win by a contest, I mean win as in attaining your goal. That is going to keep you from attaining your goal. So first, before you even decide to embark on this journey, you have to get the mindset first. You have to have your mindset, this is what I'm going to fucking do. And I don't give a shit who comes in my life, who tells me what the fuck obstacles are. I don't give a fuck. This is what I'm gonna do, period. And if I fucking die doing it, so be it. But I'm gonna fucking do this because I said I wanna do it, and fucking I really wanna do it, and I'm gonna fucking do it. Like, that's the mindset. Now, granted, it's a little extreme, but guess what? Dropping 35 pounds of fat is extreme. Okay, dropping weight like that is extreme. It's not a normal thing that people just do all the time, which is why they need help, why so many people are obese in this fucking country. It's not a normal thing, right? It's not, well, it should be a normal thing, but it's not. It's something that takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, and you have to dig deep. And if you're not ready to do that, you're going to fucking fail. And then what happens is you get frustrated, the coach gets frustrated, everybody's frustrated because you just won't give it your all. And sometimes coaches wind up firing their clients. They're like, look, I'm wasting your time, you're wasting my time, we can't do this. You know, you're better off working with someone else. But here's the problem. If the person's not following your shit, when they go to work with someone else, they're going to fuck off with them. And if that person gives them even more leeway than you did, they're going to be even worse off. So, guys, the bottom line is the mindset is everything. The body will follow the mind. And unless you're ready to fucking do this, you're going to fail. So please take a second before you decide to embark on this journey and say, I can do this. I'm going to do this. I don't care what obstacles come up. This is what I'm going to do, and it's going to be done by this date or whatever the case may be. Give yourself a fucking date. Put the pressure on yourself. Tell people around you this is what I'm doing, so it keeps them focused on, oh, I thought you were doing this. So they help keep you on track if you need the little kick in the ass, and just fucking plain old go for it. And do not be one of these people that expects to fail because you're not a competitor. That is just downright bullshit. BioStrengthTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostrength.com is the blog. It's the Don't Be Bullshit Bicep, and we are out.